I was looking at this the other day when I was watching the keynote address for Apple when they unveiled down the iPhone 8 and the 8 Plus, which is basically the same damn phone from last year. They just added a glass back to it. But I also knew about the iPhone 10 or the iPhone X, whichever one you want to call it, because the X is Roman numeral for 10. But we're not going to go by Roman numerals over here. So we just say iPhone X. Here's the thing, what I bother me. This is the one that I said a while back that it was going to cost you like $1,000, you know, and as well as with the iPhone 8 and the 8 Plus. Let me show you that. You know, it's basically it's the same phone. Because like I dabble a lot in tech and stuff like that. Same phone. Difference is they just added a glass back to it because now the being the liars that they are, Apple has now gone ahead and put wireless charging involved in that. But let me go back real quick to the let me go back real quick to the iPhone X. you know, which is basically, to be honest with you, is nothing more than just a Galaxy S8, you know. But the reason, the point, I'm just gonna get to the point of why I'm doing this video on tech. I'm just gonna show y'all something. Okay, look at the price point right here, $1,000, and that's just for the 64 gigabyte. They also got the bigger one, which is 256 gig. That's gonna run you at least like, excuse me, excuse me, um, 12, $1,300. You know, but here's the thing: a lot of people I've seen on blogs, on social media, and the tech sites, and all this stuff like that. You know, some of these same people, a lot of these same people some of these same people were bitching about not paying the folk buying the big bowler brand ZO2s, um, which cost like $495. They say, "Oh, I ain't paying no $500 for no shoes," but they all giddy and they say they're gonna get this. They're gonna pay that $1,000 to get the new iPhone X. Newsflash: what's the difference? Um, that our people have a tendency of not getting out here, not having their priorities straight. The only reason in my book why people want to buy the iPhones is simply because the fact of the matter, they want a sense of entitlement. See, Apple knows what they're doing when it comes down to the marketing and stuff. Um, See, they'll have these A-listers like your Brad Pitts or your Selena Gomez's and Jennifer Lopez. I think the last commercial they shot, they had Dwayne Johnson, otherwise known as The Rock from WWE, market for the iPhone X, or well, not even the X, but the iPhone 8 and the 8 Plus. But it's just amazing to me, people making videos complaining about, oh, okay, I'm gonna order some of the big baller brand shoes, get them ZO2s, and they order them way back during the summer, and they won't be out till November. Well, popular contrary, look at this. On the iPhone X, the pre-orders don't start till October 27th, next month. And they won't be available in stores till 11 till November 3rd. But again, people hush about that. They say, "Oh, I don't care. I'm gonna get it." So, especially down here, like in South Florida, every Apple store, you're gonna have these idiots who are willing to give up their mortgage or their rent just to sit in line, camp outside an Apple store for a week, just so they could be the first in line to get a handset that is basically a Galaxy S8, you know, or it looks more like a Galaxy S6. They trying to, they basically stole everything from Samsung. Let's just keep it 100 right now. Um, the full body screen, they say it's edge to edge. No, edge to edge. If it was edge to edge, that means like it would have been less bezel, number one. And it's an OLED screen. And they got that from Samsung. Apple paid Samsung $2.8 billion to buy 160 million of these OLED screens. Now, here's the kicker. A lot of stuff hadn't changed except the fact of the matter that it does have wireless charging on the X, on the 8, and the 8 Plus. But they didn't tell you if it's fast wireless charging. Now after I did some digging with a few associates of mine, we found out that it does have fast wireless charging, but there's a catch. Once again, Apple working their magic. In order to get the fast wireless charging, you have to pay. If you get the iPhone X, the 8 or the 8 Plus, you would have to pay Apple $85 to unlock it. Not just $85 to unlock it to get fast wireless charging, but then that means you have to pay another $35 to buy the lightning cable for that, and then at least get the 29-watt charging block in order to make that happen. Now, my question when I heard about this, when I read this, I said, how the hell can you accessorize a feature? Something that Samsung, a lot of other phones that Samsung, let me just stick with them. They introduced fast wireless charging in 2015 with the S6 Edge Plus and the Note 5. And it continued on into the S7 series, the defunct Note 7, the S8, S8 Plus, and the okay. Now let me stick on the Note 8. Now the Galaxy Note 8. I'm a Samsung guy, tried and true. Been a Samsung guy very long time. Um, Note 8 is basically the king of right now. you know. And yes, that handset costs like $930, depending on the carrier you have. I know T-Mobile has it for $930. Sprint got it for damn near close to $1,000. Verizon, AT&T around that same neighborhood. But look what you're getting out of that. You know, the thing about with Apple, like when it comes to that, but the point is, I'm saying, let me get back on point what I was trying to say. Our people don't have their priorities in order when it comes down to this, especially they don't understand nothing about economics. You don't want to go ahead and support a brother. I'm not saying everybody get out there and buy the ZO2s and all that. If you can afford them, go ahead and get them. But the point is, you same cats was out here crying about like, oh, I ain't paying no $495 plus tax because it's like $520 for no sneakers. But you willing to go ahead and pay $1,065 for a handset that's not even on the shelves yet. You can't even pre-order them before till a few days before Halloween. I'm lost for a second here. Does that make any sense to anybody? And then on top of that, it's really nothing but the same. It's really the same phone. It really is. It's really the same phone. It's really the same phone. You know, I just find it real laughable. When it really comes down to it, you know, because Apple really, to tell you the truth, is really truly behind the eight ball when it comes to innovation, when it comes to advancement. Stuff that people who have Samsung Galaxies, whether it's the S line or the Note line, they've had that for years and enjoyed it. I know I do. And don't even get me started on the new Apple Watch. Where now Tim Cook has said like, oh, now you could be able to make LTE phone calls on it. Really? I've been enjoying that since 2014. Just to freak people out, I can make a phone call from my watch. Leave my phone at home and still make a phone call from there. Um, this is the thing like when it comes down to it, you know. But this $1,000 price tag, you know, Apple must have really lost their shit to think anybody's really gonna get out here and gonna get this crap. Let's just go ahead. I'm gonna just flip through the carriers, see what I'm talking about. You can pay, you know, and they got that upgrade program where you pay like the $50 a month with the iPhone upgrade program, or you could pay in full for $1,000 from them directly, or you can just go to your carriers, you know, you know, let's look at the tech specs. And these are the only two colors that it's gonna come in. Space gray, which is black. I don't know why they call it space gray. And silver because there's nothing gray about space. And the two capacity 64, 256 gig. See, they try to do like Samsung with that. Because now another thing too, you don't even have touch ID no more. So now in order to unlock the phone, you gotta unlock it with your face. I don't know how that is not safe. I mean, really, when you look at um, the SA Plus, they implemented the iris scanner. You know, something that was implemented in the Note 7. That before the battery started blowing up. Um, so I wouldn't even call that face recognition. Ain't nothing secure about that. Iris scanner is more secure. You know, splash, water, dust resistant. The chip. Now here's the thing. It's got two. Again, copy Samsung. They got 12 megapixel wide angle telephoto camera lens. Got quad LED flash. Wow, you really gonna blind people now. Front facing camera, 7 megapixels. Let's just take a look. And mostly everybody I know either got Sprint or T-Mobile, so you know. But they definitely gonna have it though. But I just don't understand that, you know, you're willing to go ahead and pay for that, but you upset about not um, or $495 for basketball shoes. You know, the same ones who bitching about that say they won't buy the shoes. Now this is what I'm talking about with the Apple Watch series here. Now they now see again, this is why I say Apple is so far behind. Samsung's been doing this for years. In fact, they've been dealing with smartwatches since 1999. Now all of a sudden, you could be able to make phone calls on them. They got like several other watches and stuff. Series 1, Series 3, the Watch Edition, Hermes Edition. I think the Nike one. And now you got this, where now you can, they say like, oh, you could be able to make phone calls on them. Personally, I'm gonna tell you something about the Apple Watch. Um, to me, they look too feminine for a dude to be wearing. Samsung does it one up better because their Gear S watches, which I got both. I got both the Frontier and I got the Classic. And those look more manly. This here is it's a joke to me. This is a fucking joke to me. This is why, they are so far behind. They are so far behind the eight ball when it comes to innovation, when it comes to advancement, when it comes to technology. Why I come down to it. But my thing is, our people don't know when it comes to economics, though. Unfortunately, you know, it's just crazy. Now, let me just go to the big baller brand real quick. Now, these the latest ones, the Mellow ball ones, $395, $400. I mean, like I say, it's up to you whether you want to get them or not. I mean, you know, you know, that's my thing like that. And see, these all other shoes. Okay, you crying about this, but but you're willing to go ahead hmm, and pay this much to get some BS phone. But I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong about something, or or could be right. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section. Go ahead, share, subscribe. Make sure you hit the notification bell so when I upload new videos, you get it. With that said, I'm out. The narrator's gone.